Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Deepening, and today we continue our search for the weirdest game ever, and today we're playing a very special game for me, which is called Full Pipe. The noises in the background are a bit creepy right now, but don't worry, it's not a scary game, it's actually a kid's game, and it's one that I grew up with, and you probably notice that we are not playing English version, we are playing the Lithuanian version, and that's because of two reasons. First of them is because I have the original Lithuanian CD of it, and the second one is quite interesting actually. The game is quite old, it was first released in 2003 in Russia and the Baltic states, and a month later it received its first solo release. Previously it was on like a game collection from 1C, and it was first released on its own in none other than Lithuania, the country where I live. And it was called Pilnas Vamzdis, which directly means full pipe, the actual name of the game, nothing's different. But don't worry, the fact that the game is in Lithuanian won't change anything because there are absolutely no dialogues in this game, only the buttons in this menu. So, let's get started. I think the game was actually also released in Germany in 2010. There is an English version of it, I'm sure of that, and I'm pretty sure that the developer is now has published this game for free to download. You can play it for yourself if you want. There is a mobile version of it. And here we are. The game has just begun. And that's pretty much all that there is to the story. We just lost one of our slippers, we fell down this pipe world under our bed, and now we have to get back up somehow. That's all that there is to it. You could already notice that the best things about this game is the very unique art style and its beautiful soundtrack. Okay, we have our inventory here and the map. Let's make it always visible. It will be a bit better. And the game is actually rather short. I think I could complete it in around 4 hours maybe. Maybe even faster because I know perfectly on what to do. But believe me, when I was just a kid, it took me so long to complete it. I even uninstalled it a couple times before finishing it, because I got stuck and didn't know what to do, and I wasn't that good at adventure games back then. And see, now I'm playing it like a pro. And fun story. I was one time, the last time that I was playing this game, when I actually completed it, I was stuck in one part of the game and I didn't know what to do at all. And one night, I had a dream. I dreamed what I was supposed to do. And you know what? I tried the thing I dreamed of, and it worked, can you believe it? I don't believe in prophecies, but that was truly a prophetic dream. Okay, we have this annoying guy here, and won't allow us to open this pipe. But we don't need to open it yet. And if you do want to try it, I think I'll leave the download link in the description, so you can try it yourself. Because this is free, I'm pretty sure of it. Even when you had to buy it, it was real cheap. I think it was 5 liters for it, which is around €1.50. So that's almost free. Okay, let's give the boot to him. And he gives us these bubbles. And we don't want to give him the domino. The good thing is, you can use the map to fast travel to in the room you have visited previously. The game is not that long, but it has quite a big map. Okay, we need to go down there now. Yeah, and this is the best place in the game. This is probably the funniest characters. And you have to interact with them the most. And it really shows that the game was made in Russia. I like that beware of the dog sign on the wall. Soundtrack and everything is so cool here. And notice that all the domino pieces are exactly the same. Well, let's take the hammer. It's the most useful item in the game. It's actually a pretty standard adventure game. Probably the weirdest thing about it is its story, because there are almost nothing to it, and its characters, because it's hard to tell what they even are. They are nothing like anything that I've seen before. Wait, why won't you fast travel? That's strange. I remember I had downloaded the English version and it allowed me to fast travel. But I guess that version might be a bit updated. I think the mobile version is the most updated one. I haven't played it, but I looked at the screenshots and I think it had a tip system if you get stuck, and some descriptions about all the characters. So that's something. If you play it for the first time, you might want to play that, I guess. And as far as I know, I think I saw 2 versions of it. I don't know if they are different at all, but one is paid and one is free. I guess they released the paid version first and then they released it for free, because the game is free to play now. And it was on Steam, I think, previously, but not anymore. Okay, so we want to give the draw to this guy, because it's a nice hat. Yeah, exactly. The puzzles are truly intuitive in this game. I remember being stuck even in those first zones because of such puzzles. So it's only hard for the first time. And if you'd want me to do a full walkthrough of this game, I could, because it's not long, but I don't think there's a need for it. I'm pretty sure there are other boxes other than mine that you can use. Okay, now we're going to feed him the third bubble, and he's going to give us a coin. And why do we need a coin, you ask? Well, you'll see. Okay, we want to climb here now. Yeah. To get what I'm trying to do, we need to get those ballerinas in the jar. Well, I don't know why I think they are ballerinas. I just think they do. They always gave me the association. Okay, one more. And a giant hand appears and picks them up. And it will probably eat them later. But that's none of my business. I just want my slipper back. What is this? Oh. Now we're going to play some basketball. God damn it. Nice. That spider is so creepy for some reason. Oh, it moved and I still got it. Ah, too far. Get too close. It can be a bit tricky. I wonder how many shots have we got. Okay, I think that's all I need. No, not yet. And I do realize that I know perfectly on what I'm supposed to do, but now that I try to look at the game as it was the first time I played it, nothing really makes sense to me. And I guess to you also. Okay, I think we want to do a minus here. We always want minuses. And now we need to get up to the second floor. Now that thing is sleeping here. And now we want to hit this thing with our hammer. And we get our coin back. And then we give the coin back to this guy. And this is the boot. We don't need a boot, we need glasses. Now this is the apple, give me glasses. And that's real nasty when you think about it. One guy shed those bubbles, and now that guy eats them and then throws them back up. Thank you. Can we really not fast travel? That's strange. Now we need to get back to the third floor, and then we give the drawer to this guy in exchange for this handle, and then he can climb up and close the door so that guy doesn't spit on him. And then what is left of us, you think? This giant guy. And I was stuck in this place for a long time as well, but what we need to do is, and this thing is basically like a clock for that guy. Now he was drinking, I think, so it might be this cycle. And it goes clockwise, so we need to spin the handle 1, 2, 3 times, I think. Okay, we did it right. So this was one of my favorite parts as a kid. And now we'll jump with him to get up. Just look at our teeth. We only got 4 of them. Come on! Okay, now this puzzle is frustrating as hell, and always was. Okay, we've got another coin. I want to steal that gum. And he's blowing up bubbles, and it doesn't see. Come on. This game can look pretty depressive when you think about it, especially as a kids game. Everything's so grey here, and the characters in this game aren't exactly happy. This place used to bring a tear to my eye. It still kinda does. Okay, where does this lead? I think it's back to the alcoholics that are playing dominoes. And I was right. Okay, she has a second boot. I really don't like her. Because she can be real loud. Okay, to the nasty puzzle then. What we need to do is to move these things. And then make this guy shoot bubbles into another guy. I think it's possible just to force this puzzle, but it's really not that easy. I think you're supposed to do it like this. Okay, almost. And I never got the logic behind these puzzles. These rat tail things seem to move at different speeds and change the speeds over time. So it's hard to tell how we're supposed to do it. Oh, we did one. Maybe we just shoot and then hold them? No, that doesn't really work. Okay, we got the second one. And the third one. Perfect. And we get the shit pot now. And there are sometimes random guys walking around. And then we give the shit pot to the girl so she can drink out of it. We have fun. So you can see worn out boots put by the wall here. He can't really walk because he has no good boots, so he swings all the time. So we give him new boots. And we want to get on the swing ourselves now. But we won't swing just yet. Now we'll do one of the most satisfying things in this game. Remember this asshole? He doesn't let us open the pipe. He always closes it for some reason. Will you not close it? Okay, then I will leave. See, what an asshole. So, we'll get our revenge on him. Here you go. That looks a lot better on you. And this can be a bit tricky. Can we do it first try? No. That looked painful. Ah, too early again. At least we can listen to some nice music. You're saying right click genius. I got myself. Okay, when I first got here, this place seemed quite creepy. Okay, we want to give him the gum. And we want to take it back now. That's a bit nasty, but as long as it works. This soundtrack is nice. We got more of those guys back there. But this guy can be quite an asshole. Oh, god damn it. How am I so bad at this? Am I releasing too early or something? God damn it. It's hard. Ah, here we go. And get your balls back. Yeah, this place ain't creepy at all. With a noose hanging and a dead end sign hanging there quite ironically. And some creepy music in the background. Some footsteps leading to the pipe. I guess we can take his boots now. Can we take another one? No. As much as I like the soundtrack in this place, it's one of the most difficult places to figure out actually. I've been stuck here for so long. And this guy is asleep. Then what? I'm trying to remember. And the soundtrack here has changed. I like the previous one a bit more. Wait a second, go back, please. Aha, a coin. And now we are going to sacrifice our trusty hammer. And even though the story is really lacking in this game, the environment does a lot of storytelling when you look carefully at it. You can tell a lot about the characters just by looking at the things surrounding them. And I think more games should do that. Okay, we've got another domino. And there are some soldiers in diapers spinning around. I really don't like those guys. I don't like this place in general. And now we give him another domino piece. And take the bottle in exchange. Even though it's empty, it will be of use to us. Okay, now we put the bottle here. And give him the sponge. And we've got some wine. I think that's wine. So now we want to get back to drunkards and give this guy the wine. This is probably the best part in the game. It was my favorite as when I was a child. Now we get this cup. And then we go here again. And we put this cup right here. Okay, we can try to take it. But then we will just get bashed in the nose. So we wait. Okay, here she is. They want to take the cup from her. And now she started laughing so much she won't even go back to the wheel. And you can take her place. Let's stand here and wait till this goes back all the way around. Here it is. Okay, and now we want to get to one of these pipes, but I don't remember which. I think it's the middle one. Nope. Okay, and it was the wrong one again. And I really don't want to do that all over again. We already played a good portion of the game. We played through like half of it already. Can you believe it? And in the scoreboard of our weird games, this one is actually not that weird. It's a pretty standard adventure game. The only weird thing about it is its creatures. So it is even below jazz punk. But anyway, I had a lot of fun playing this game for the 50th time. I've been your host, I'm the Big D. We've been playing Full Pipe. See you in another video.
With some boundaries, would you love me?